Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Rule the Waves 3 as Germany, episode number 33. Still at war with France, my goodness. I've been talking about this auto-resolve. I think it's... it shouldn't be that hard for me to do. Just gotta do it though. Anyway, here we are. We'll end the turn. I am trying to record this. Okay, at least it's their aggressor, but is it up against a battle cruiser? Because that would be bad. What did I want to say? I wanted to say that I'm trying to record this at a time when it's very noisy in the background, but it might not be too noisy if yeah, it's just gonna be luck whether or not the other dwellers in this place are gonna be quiet or not. Okay, so we have our target. This, I think the most likely situation is that this is a light cruiser. There's a pretty reasonable chance it's a armored cruiser. And then there's the horrible, but probably still significant chance that this is a battle cruiser. So we want to try to identify this thing as far away from it as possible. Man, we're just in such a bad shape. So probably what we want to do is actually spin around to be going the opposite direction of it. So that when we... identify it. Oh, look at how quickly they turned around. How quickly do we turn around? Much slower. So this must be a light cruiser. Because that battle, if this was a heavier tonnage, they could not have turned that quickly. Look how quickly it's turning. Okay, yeah, we're going after this thing. This must be a lighter ship because it can... Okay, we know what it is. 6,800 versus our... Yeah. All is going according to plan. I'm getting phone calls. There's noise in the background. This is off to a great start. But at least we're off to a good start, knowing that we have a ship here that we should be able to beat. Actually, we're faster than it as well. This is a rare thing. So last episode, I called the episode like something like Tortuga Yells at Cloud. Reference to Simpsons, obviously. It was just too much complaining about. I mean, the complaining is kind of justified, but you just don't want to do too much of it in a video, just in my opinion. I listened to the video again and I was like, this is kind of like just too much. Just not, all we're doing is going into battles and then leaving. So wind is out of the southwest, west-southwest, so we'd prefer to be not going north. We'd prefer to be going south. 6-inch guns, we'd like to get other hits. They've hit us twice to our once so far. Okay, we exchanged fire. It's only hitting with our 6-inch guns. We do have, I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, we have 9-inch guns. The Krieg-Schweissen class is actually pretty good for us. Maybe, is this, in fact, our best armored cruiser? I think it is. So if they can't do it, nobody can, right? But we can't lose to this ship. It's half our tonnage. How is it that it is half our tonnage? I am pretty curious about this. So let's see. They have 4 8-inch guns, 4-1-4-1-5. 9-inch guns, 4-1-4-1-5. Yeah, so we're just way better armored. We have the 16 6-inch guns versus their secondary of 14. Huh, that's not bad, but they have 12 3-inch guns, but we don't have any of those. Okay, I mean, this is just one of those things where I know it's... Yeah, I mean, does armor weigh in that much? I mean, this is crazy, actually. Just think that upgrading the 8-inch to 9-inch is probably counts for maybe 1,500 tons? Maybe not even that, but let's just say 1,500. Does 1.5, I mean, 1 inch of deck, 1.5 inch of belt, 1.5 inch on turrets, does all that stuff add up to like another 4,000 tons? Could be. Anyways, statistically, we should not lose this fight. So we're going to kind of stick it out. They're heading towards port 2. That's kind of like a good thing for them. I'm going to let them get closer because I'm still hoping that, oh man, we are just not winning this. Alright, well, we will re-engage on our terms then. I mean, if they want to keep fighting, we will, but... I guess not. So we're going to end up losing this fight. Their aggressor just took a whole bunch of hits and... what can you say? Oh Lord, missile control. Well, that could have gone a lot better. I think that we were not on the statistical side of that. Just one check here. Yeah, our crew quality is not -1. Not really sure what's going on. There seems to be something wrong with our bloody ships today. Clearly a French victory, but because we didn't lose the ship, only a minor one. In fact, it's nice to see, if we could, what kind of damage we even did to them. Because you never know. I mean, you see that you hit them, but what did you actually do? They actually did get some flooding from their first hit, I think. Well, not really. Limited flooding. 0. So they completely eliminated flooding after whatever amount of flooding they had. And it looks like, well, I don't know. They didn't take any flood damage, did they? Oh, they did. So they took 7 points of damage. Yeah, that's not a lot. It was probably like a flooding of 1 for 7 minutes, and then they controlled it. Well, it's fun to see, but, you know, we'll tip our hat to the French captain. They were the better of the two. Now they're unfortunately forced to seek interment in a neutral port. Sad for them. Okay, and moving on then. Thought I already exited the battle, but... So that was minor. I mean, 100 victory point loss in the grand scheme of things is something we are able to cope with. It could have been up to like 2,000, 3,000 even if we had lost the ship altogether. Fire control, ladder shooting. We have lost... Oh no, we defeated a corvette. I mean, these are kind of minor things. We lost to a corvette. Now another big battle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This one actually was big. So, French lost a battleship, and the Austro-Hungarians lost a battleship and a destroyer. Well, I mean, it's never going to be a long list, and maybe that just makes it easier for the player to understand what exactly took place, what the battle... I mean, it might be this is better than seeing a screen of results for a battle. I don't know, actually, I wouldn't mind seeing a battle results for the battles happening outside of your nation. But that is pretty readable, and hey, it was a big one. That's the important thing, is finally we've seen a big battle. Now, one comment was left. I mean, several comments have been left, and thank you as always. So, about possibly taking French territory. The thing is, I don't think that there's any French territory which is going to be easy for us to take. And the reason for that is any French territory we might want to take is unfortunately outside of Northern Europe. And right now, the way that we're winning this war is through this blockade mechanic. We're probably increasing the unrest. If this war goes on long enough and we're blockading them for that long, we will eventually cause their government to capitulate, and we will get enormous territorial... I mean, like, we could set up to invade places like... We could set up to invade Antilles here. But if we don't, we can probably get Antilles just from like a 20-point, a massive, huge victory settlement. If we, through the blockade, wherever it is, if we're able to force their government to capitulate. Now, usually the war ends before that. They do have a fair number of holdings. Do I want to enter the Mediterranean? No. God, I mean, the Mediterranean is just such a godforsaken place as soon as aircraft happen that I think our policy should be to GTFO. Actually, we're not even there, so we don't need to get out. We just need to never go there. So that's, I think, what I'll maintain as our policy. It wouldn't be that... It would be kind of fun for us to maintain like a dominance over West Africa. Caribbean's also fine. Places that are one hop away from Northern Europe means we can project power there pretty easily. I don't like Southern Africa, Indian Ocean. I definitely don't like the Pacific. Especially until we actually control the crossing. And at some point, somebody can own Panama and control the Panama Canal. But even then, 1, 2... 3. We're a minimum of 3 hops away from our Pacific holdings. Anyway, I think I'm just getting off track today because I'm getting interrupted. But now we should have some carte blanche to move forward. Let's see. So as far as like invasions go, I actually kind of don't mind stirring up things in the Caribbean? Spain's there, and that would give us more legs to do some really terrible things to Spain if we actually did go to war with them. So yeah, they do have both of these as home areas. We can't do anything to Spain other than take their Caribbean colonies, which is probably why they're there. I guess we could take their Pacific holdings too, but I guess that's why it's there, so that the US can go to war with them. Anyway, I didn't choose a target. We didn't choose to move. I just hit next turn because, hey, well, there we go. I'm not even sure what I'm accepting at this point. Sorry. I was hoping that they would just decline again. Kind of actually assuming that they would decline again. And that didn't happen, so here we go. Into a fight. With a very strange formation and set of ships. Okay, I can't change your formation yet. Hey, but we have 2 battle cruisers. This could be fun. It's like the game's kind of making up for the last less than amazing set of battles. So let's get these guys out of screen formation. Okay, what do we got here? I'm very boldly imagining that we are going to be the superior line of ships. Okay, I know you have some destroyers, but what else do you have? I'm not interested in your destroyers. Surely there's more than that. It wouldn't just be a couple of destroyers, would it? Would they really put 2 of my battle cruisers up against destroyers? No, I just can't imagine it. Maybe. Okay, maybe. These are truly desperate times when... Alright, well, let's go squad max and run them down since we don't have any other choice. Attempt to run them down, you know. I don't know if we'll get there. Oh, it looks like we're already engaging. Oh, are they going to disappear? Yes, they are. And we don't really want to hang around to fight destroyers with battlecruisers at nighttime. Although in theory, turning away like this is potentially a recipe for disaster. Go down to 18 and kind of backtrack a little bit. Let my destroyers keep going this way for a little while. The only thing interesting about finding these ships again is that potentially if this was not a destroyer but now suddenly a battlecruiser, but it's still the destroyers. Okay, well, it wasn't a battle that I was seeking not to fight. It was just a battle that I, in the end, could not continue the engagement for. Yeah, that is so strange. Maybe they had battle cruisers and they couldn't participate or something? I don't know. That's a very strange one to me. Well, it's another month of them being blockaded, so... Minister of the Navy feels it is pleased that such a fine officer as whoever is without a sea command. He suggests that... So... And the coal lighter and laundry barge dispenser. Yeah, we'll take the prestige. I don't really care. Sure. Wow, suddenly 1,500-ton destroyers. Woo, oh boy. Those are way more than the 600 tons, so of course they're impossible for the Tortuga Navy. And that's another thing. We are rapidly accruing money. Already building larger docks. There was another thing that I was considering doing, though. And we do have a fairly sizable fleet of submarines, too. Yeah, 72 is a good number. Oh my gosh, you know what? It's awesome. The bulging armored cruisers, of course. Those are going to make very good light carriers eventually. Oh, that's really... I mean, that shouldn't be that far away, even. Should be maybe sneaking up on that pretty soon. I'm glad I kept them around. I didn't even think about that until now. But it's good not to think about it, because then you're kind of playing history the way it was played. But yeah, that's food for thought. Other food for thought is, what is our next ship? What is our next need? And okay, I guess we can actually start to consider potential invasions. Now, invasions means we need to move ships out of the French area. What the heck? They have like nothing left. The problem is that we don't... Do we have any... What ships are not short range? We have the battle cruisers. They're going to have to go and support an invasion somewhere. That's cool. You know what's also cool? Is the fact that our ships literally have a top speed of 13 knots. I'm not sure. You might be able to row faster than 13 knots. Probably not for a sustained amount of time, but anyway. It's pretty darn slow. 13 knots is pretty darn slow. Okay, well, that doesn't matter though, because these guys are short range, right? We actually don't even know, because they're... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we have two groups of ships that can move out and do an invasion, and probably that's just enough blockade points. I mean, the battleships are so low on blockade points, they're they're equal to an armored cruiser. I did not know that. Or maybe that's a transition which happens after you have dreadnoughts and battlecruisers. Makes sense. Just trying to figure out the algorithm. But yeah, we can send our Lederungs, which although they are our best battleships, we'd kind of prefer them to be in Northern Europe. But if we need to support an invasion, let's go ahead and start building up a ship. In fact, what we ought to do is also have more things that we're doing. Like, you are armored cruisers. Let's... No, we actually don't... Can we change your type? Yeah, I don't think we can do that. So I guess what we have to do is just dissolve it. Okay. That is an option. But yeah, I mean, we haven't actually added divisions for like battleships and added ships to them, like the Blitzdrakas. We also want to add a new division for our battlecruisers. Interesting that BX also apparently includes battlecruisers. Well, they should at least know where we're going with this one. Is that right? You can add... Those aren't even fast battleships. So we'll add that battlecruiser division. Well, you know, let's just assign somebody. Oh my gosh. He's lucky. Below average, gunnery expert. Yeah, this guy. Loose cannon, lucky, sure. Sounds like a good guy to control your Lederungs? No, Blitzdrakas. So, whoops. Well, I don't really know what the effects are, so. Oh, we got tons of them. Gunnery expert, I just like that. Yeah, let's choose a gunnery expert. His experience or his talent or whatever should go up over time, but gunnery expert, I like that. Alrighty, let's see, what else? So yeah, we're working on getting a group over to either West Africa. I mean, if it's just West Africa, I don't think we need any real presence of ships there. Gosh, we don't need a real presence of ships in any of these places. I might just send the later rungs. No, let's send the von Merkats. So we want to send them within some kind of accompanying force of light cruisers. Maybe these guys are trade protection. I don't want the trade protection. Wait. I don't have like any ships that are not on trade protection. Okay, we'll send them with 2 light cruisers at least. What else do we want to send? We gotta send some destroyers of some kind. I will send our latest, our 600 tons. Okay, I'm sending some of these guys. There we go. We'll move this whole group together, and this is really where I should be, stacking up. Stacking up like what's it called? Divisions. I should be sending division organizations here. Oh, whoop, sorry. You guys can stay. And you guys will go instead. We'll just send all the Joseph von Bergs down. I think that it applied still to the other ones. It did. Okay, so the Joseph von Bergs need to get into a division now. Are they already? They are. Just need to add a ship to it. Probably missing Joseph von Berg here, if I'm not mistaken. I am mistaken. Am I? These are all Hans Weber class. Yeah, okay. Well, where's the other one? Oh. Move ship to other division 4. Division 3 is going to add new ships. Yeah, let's get some of these guys in here. How about 5 of these guys? There. Take that. Okay, now what I wanted to do though is battlecruiser. What do we have for light cruisers? Look at these. Damn ships are so old. Bodevig, Bodevig, Bodevig. Well, that's actually good. So the 8th is okay. I probably need to close this for a moment. Scroll down to who's going and get those guys into a division proper. All right. The Fischbach and the Puppenhinter, of course the Puppenhinter is going. Is this should be 2 divisions though. Let me make sure that this is 2 divisions. Because I really don't want them. That should be 2. Yeah, it's not. So the Fischbach, you guys are gonna move to, well, let's just kick these guys out. We'll do a new division for light cruisers. And you guys are getting kicked out. Move to another division, the 9th. Wait, but who's the one I wanted to keep? Ah, man, it reset my position. Strasbourg is the one I wanted to keep. Please tell me I did not just kick out the Strasbourg. No. Oh, perfect. I left it in there. Okay, so the Gregor and the Karl need to be added to this one. Gregor and the Karl. Perfect. Great. All right, we have some sensible assistance going on here. Let's assign a commander. You guys can just do whatever because I'm not expecting you to have to fight. That's not true. You'll probably end up fighting in eventually in Northern Europe. Just take this Klumper. All right, next turn. I can wait no longer. Convoy defense. Okay, they declined. Action with light forces. They'll probably accept this. I could have declined it since I knew that they would probably accept it. But anyways, this looks like a nighttime engagement and yeah. Okay, Strasbourg. Wait a second. Isn't the Strasbourg supposed to be in the division which just left? I didn't send it. Oh god, it's alone. Oh dear. I don't care about fighting this. I mean, no matter what it is, it's either not going to be enough victory points to matter, or it's going to be a lot of victory points, and I don't want to fight it. So we'll just do the good old. You know, you guys have fun. We're going to retire for the night. Enjoy your stay. Hope you run into a mine or two. And 500, yes, we should be okay. If it was 800 or if it was 1,000, then I would be a little bit worried about just, you know, leaving them. But it should just be over, I guess, right? Yeah, it was 4 destroyers. Not that we would have had much, a very easy time catching them. And we actually won probably because what, surviving troop transports or something? I don't know. The discrepancy between our victory points is enormous. I would love for this battle to end soon, but anyway. Alright, we don't care about France or Spain. Definitely don't care about France. Still losing some submarines. Let's go over now. First of all, I wanted to make sure that this division editor. I want to move this division to West Africa, and I want to move this battlecruiser division to West Africa. They are already there. And then the destroyer group, what did I just got? We want to move these guys to West Africa as well. This might be the easiest way of moving things, that little menu. Jeez. Oh man, the developers really some like amazing UI improvements, which is, yes, definitely a little bit facetious, but it is happening. All right, so I think we will want to, yeah, we're over our base capacity here. That is not surprising to me. We have a base capacity 10 versus base capacity of 20. So let's build a new naval base here in Angola. I actually want to kind of preemptively build up my Navy base in the Caribbean as well. So let's build a Navy base here. It's money we have the money to spend to save these kind of things right now. I honestly don't think that there's a bad reason to have naval bases built up like across the world. It is nice to have, you know, the capacity in a pinch. 40, 10. This one's in a different place, which I might be okay. That one only has American holdings. Oh yeah, here we go, another one. But capacity of 100, yeah, we have plenty of base capacity in the Northeast Pacific. Or Northeast Asia. That would be the Northwest Pacific. Well, let's go ahead and start invading a colony here then. We can choose Congo. We can choose Senegal. I guess it makes sense to choose Congo because then we'll have closer proximity to land forces. And the only real value for that from this game's perspective would be the ports are closer together. Air coverage might be shared. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. We don't have to worry about administration, so that's all abstracted. And actually, does not even abstracted. It's just not resolved. It doesn't have any effect. Okay, cruisers, and we're accepting this one, I guess. Fine, fine. I was hoping we would get a battle down in the West Africa for the invasion, but it may take a few months for that to all happen. Their aggressor is in another fight, and again, we could end up facing an enemy battlecruiser, so we're not like ecstatic about seeing these kind of engagements. Especially because our battlecruisers are now elsewhere. Although I probably should swap my later rungs. Now, I think this is a compelling reason to swap our later rungs out. I want to take my main force and just set force. I want us to go like one that way. 16. I'm going to set for force. Okay, so we're all doing that, but then we need to also slowly clump up. So you guys are actually going to head a little bit more due south. And you guys are probably going to head a little bit more east. What are we up against? They are coming right at us, so we should react a little bit faster to that. Let's get you guys into support line ahead. You guys can probably get out of your screen formation. You won't be as useful like that now that we know where they are. What are we up against here? I mean, unfortunately, no matter what we're up against, it's not a good, probably not a good fight for us. We saw how their aggressor did the last time. Not great. But once I identify the ships, then I don't mind, you know, maybe taking a crack at them. Especially if they're going to just plow right into me. Okay, destroyers. Now, I don't mind tangling with destroyers. Yeah, they have thought twice about just running right into us. Probably a wise decision. Okay. They are just going for it anyway. I'm not sure at all why, but at 400 tons, I guess they don't really care much about their own ships. Okay, there's the heavy hitters, whatever those are. We're still only going 16, so we're not, like, you know, too worried about running out of fuel or anything like that. If we could hit their ships even like a couple of times, though, we could do just enormous damage. And what are these guys? Cruisers? Light cruisers, I hope? They seem like they were going to be light cruisers. Yeah, destroyers even. If I had to guess. Well, let's go ahead and go up to squad max. See if we can land some hits. I was like, is that my armored cruiser? What is she doing so close? No, she's fine. You guys have the squad max. Yeah, we might as well participate in the fight. So we did land some hits there. We got hit with a light gun. I guess we know exactly what caliber of gun it should be. It should be a 4-inch gun. Okay, let's swing back in though. We are in torpedo range, which means we don't want to angle at them too much, because then their torpedoes will actually have the distance, the angle to get us. If we're actually going straight and parallel, they'd have to launch their torpedo forward a lot, and it might actually be out of their range to do that. Since the blue circle is really the length, the distance the torpedo travels, it's not actually the targeting distance if a ship comes within that. Which I guess, I don't know if everyone already knew that, I'm just saying the obvious, sorry if I am. Yeah, but this is probably a battle which is already over. I mean, we have no way of closing the gap. I don't think they're going to, like, come back willingly into the arms of my light cruisers. And apparently they don't have any other ships. So there we go. Alright, well, go back to this whole thing. Get you up to 18 just so you can catch up with folks. And then probably down to 16 now. I guess we can do this still. Set for force. That. Not that. That button is so nice. And my guess about the angle looks just about right. Oh, we don't need it. Okay, so they only had destroyers. It's crazy. Oh, we were the victors. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't matter. I didn't even have that one focused. Sorry. The right side was off, but that's fine. It was a nothing battle anyway. We're trying. Hey, I'm I didn't really like the way the last episode went, so we're trying to get a better one here. Alright, the Congo is now under construction. Nice. That's a nice looking Congo. Cool. Very light armor though. 7 inches. Wow. Oh, light cruiser. Okay, 5. Looks pretty good. Okay, torpedoes do more damage. Alright, we have this middle Congo invasion being kind of set up. Okay, we have a bunch of our submarines getting sunk by corvettes. And again, the blockade is going strong. I think that's ultimately what's going to win the war for us if we just keep it up. I mean, I don't know what their unrest is at, but this has been quite a few turns of being under blockade for them. Now, I want to swap ships. I do want to do this. I want the von Torturpitz back. I don't know if they are... Yeah, they're not building up any forces in West Africa. That's fine. So we're going to bring the von Torturpitz back. And we're going to send over there all of our other ones. Which is also good to do because then we're going to swap at the same time. I don't even need all of them. Are they in different divisions? No, they're all in 5, so we'll just put all 5 down there. I mean, we're, I don't know what ships are in West Africa, if they are already getting depleted as far as their status goes. So we can scroll the list. Yeah, one of them is. We can move the destroyers back for a moment. And then also just check. Okay, yeah, the 3 light cruisers are still fine for now. I imagine the battle cruisers I didn't even check, but how are they doing? Oh, they were actually doing fine too. Okay, fair enough. But still, the battleships I think are better because the battle cruisers will be of much more use for us in Northern Europe. In fact, what's actually another thing to consider is sending our armored cruisers down to West Africa instead of battleships. That way, we actually get battle cruisers in the cruiser fights. I've actually talked myself into that entirely. Yeah, that's what we're going to do instead. So let's get you guys back. Just, of course, the easiest way just takes 14 or 15 clicks to get somebody not to move instead of moving. No big deal. But yeah, let's see who's in Northern Europe that we can maybe get out of here. The Volgalands, they are gone. And the Sternaclaras as well. They're all darn slow. At least these two are. Finally, Der Kapmeister's out of here. And where's Der Aggressor? Oh, that one's the best of us. Oh boy, that's not good. Well, let's send the Volgalands. Or maybe just send the let's just send the Sternaclaras. Okay, fine. Oops. Oh my gosh. Okay, there. We'll do it this way. Okay, Bremen, we'll fight it. I think this will be my last battle for the episode, man. This is, where auto-resolve, where art thou? Auto-resolve. Alright, support, line ahead, because we don't want to face them. We prefer to bring superior fire to bear. We have max speed of 16, so it's going to be fun. I am going to retreat from this one because we don't have an option to retreat later. No. Okay, fair enough. What are we up against here? It is pretty heavy. It has 8 6-inch guns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sided 6-inch gun broadside is what I'm guessing it is. That's pretty good. What do we have? Ouch. Okay, yeah, these are definitely not really combat ships, but we don't have a choice. I mean, what are you going to do? If they want to engage, they can engage. We have no speed. Actually, things have gone extremely well for us so far. We just let statistics run there for a moment. I'll just take a bunch of samples. But it came out pretty okay for us. The Suchet has been hit by 5-inch guns. Oh, we have 5-inch guns, not even 6-inch guns. Wait. Oh, we have two different ships here. Oh, we have a Greg and Muckenberger with the 5-inch guns. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, we stand a real chance of winning this one. I didn't want to engage, but they did. 6-inch gun hit, 6-inch gun hit, 6-inch gun hit, 3-inch gun, 6-inch gun. They hit us, 3-inch gun. They hit us. Near miss. Deck hit. We hit them with 6-inch, 5-inch, 5-inch, 3-inch, 5-inch, 5-inch. Jesus, a lot of guns. We have hit them a ton, man. Are they not retreating yet? Are they on fire? They are. Oh my god, they're on fire. He's on fire. And I can never stop saying that. Good old NBA Heat. Okay, that's still going well for us. Now, a little bit less well for the Bremen. I think we're still winning it. I mean, the fact that they were on fire just seems like it's a big deal. I'm going to change the angle here just so we can take advantage of the wind, which I think has shifted. It's just calm. So there's no winds that we need to concern ourselves with. Otherwise, this would be a smarter decision, but I don't know. It looks like they're heading for port now at this point, so we could have just stayed alongside of them, but we're getting in a few more chippy hits. Oh, no. Go after them. We'll just run this at speed. If we happen to catch up to them, fine. If not, that's also fine. I think we'll come out ahead. I mean, we have no idea how much damage... Oh my gosh. Yeah, we definitely came out ahead. They were pretty much on the way of being sunk. They had a lot of flooding. Leaks and aging structure increase flooding. Yeah, well, I feel you there. I got the same problem. Oh my gosh. She's scuttled. It's just another one bites the dust. It's probably better for them to just decline these battles. Well, we have to be a little more cautious. Oh, the Schweinhandler has handled the swine, apparently, by hitting a mine. Well, I think we're going to call it here. I mean, this was a relatively uninteresting episode from the perspective that it wasn't anything new. Oh well, hopefully we'll have an invasion next time. That'll be fun, just to have it, just to, break up the... kind of break up the... what is it? The tedium fighting this war, I guess. But until then, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.